Do you think this light's gonna be a problem? Is it bothering you a lot? It's just it really helps out the whole thing. Hi, Whitney. Hi, Ellie. Gustav. Kinstrand. Oh, look. I accidentally left my door open. Welcome to our anti-party. Hi, Charles. Hi, Gemma. Gemma. My friend Gemma. Is this going to be a problem? This light. A great party. It's fine. Cool, cool. I made sure to move so that the top lamp isn't there. Top lamp. Overhead light. Hey, Jenny Aspie. Hey, Jess. 20 people. Welcome to our anti-party, which I lovingly planned 30 minutes ago. What do we have planned for the anti-party? Nothing. Hi, everybody. Oh, I'm sorry you had a rough time, Gemma. Welcome to the Neurodiverse Anti-Party. I don't know. I just figured maybe it'd be nice to have, oh my gosh, Orion Kelly's here. Maybe it would be nice to have a place for us stay-at-homers to be. Hi, Orion. Happy New Year. I actually made some coffee for this. It's not alcohol. Are tea and custard creams too indulgent for the occasion? Nothing is too indulgent for the anti-party. This is what autistic people want, okay? We want to be together alone. We want to be in a group apart. Heyo! Everyone, Gemma is 50 away from 5,400. So if you are not subscribed to Gemma Journey's, I can never say it right. I'm sorry. Gemma's Journey Grace. Her name is Gemma Grace. So I always, in my head, it's like Gemma Grace's Journey. But if you are not subscribed to her, please subscribe to her. She does great work. What time is it where I am? It is 7:05. Figured we could get this over early. It's a great party. Buckaroo Bonsai, welcome, welcome, welcome. Did anyone notice something different about me? Happy New Year over there. Gemma's living in the future. I know. Surprise! You get a sneak peek before porch coffee tomorrow morning. Dye your hair pink. I have dyed it pink. Hi, Riley. Welcome. Hi, Nikki. Mary makes mandalas. Nice to see you. It looks pinky or red. I would agree with that. This is where we got it. It was so hard to get the green out, guys. I did not expect that. Thanks, Orion. It took 6 hours, from start to finish to get it to this point. I was not expecting that. Who knew green was so sticky? Not I. New hair for a new year? Sure. How's everyone doing? How was your week? Some of you said in the comments, hey Trina, Ashlyn, that you had already been out for the night and come home. I'm not opposed to like doing a New Year's thing, but we didn't get invited anywhere. What is this? We didn't get invited anywhere, and I'm just gonna enjoy that. Nice to see you, Gemma. I'm happy you're here. Back to work tomorrow, Jenny? You don't get New Year's Day off? I need to save my money. LOL. Are you referring to my big sale right now on my Etsy store? My blankets and the big stuffed animal is 30% off right now for the next few days. You're watching the Predator movies with wine. Ooh. I see, Jenny. I resolve in 2024 to share less with people. My whole neighborhood is setting off fireworks. We haven't had any yet, thank God. In the past, when we've been here other years, thanks, Buckaroo Bonsai, for liking my hats. I started working on new hats. There's like 13 new ones over here for the next drop. In the past years, it hasn't been that bad, the fireworks here, so we're just gonna cross our fingers again. What do people do at parties? Well, I guess it doesn't matter because this is an anti-party. Well, Whitney, you don't have to look forward to the next drop because right now on my Etsy shop, 10% off everything until the 2nd, and 30% off the 2 blankets and the creature. What a deal. A steal. Fireworks are evil. The pandemic on Canada Day was horrible since the big show was canceled and people did them all in their own yards. Welcome, Connor, to the anti-party. Where'd I get this idea from? I don't know. Do you remember like kids used to do like anti-prom? Was that just people? I never went to one, so I was just if you just hopped in, I was thinking about how hi shenanigans. I was just thinking about how maybe you're bored and we should hang out. What's an anti-prom? I don't know. People who don't want to go to prom, they get together and have another party somewhere else. Hello, curious little frog. Oh, what a cute name. I love frogs. Jenny, I don't know. I don't think there was an anti-prom going on where I was from, so you know what I always hated about, dances, though? My like, formal dances, my mom would never let us and my sister and I go stag, which is when you go by yourself. She would never let us do that, like, and just go with our friends. The rule was we had to go with a date, which I think is not something I agree with at all. Hi, Michael, welcome. What a great anti-party. You guys have super low standards. So, what does that say about you? I'm super lame too, guys. Welcome, welcome, welcome. If you just came in, welcome to our anti-party. We're neurodivergent people or others. Anyone is welcome. We stayed home, and now here we are. I'm drinking out of my porch coffee mug. Happy New Year, Kelly! Kelly's always commenting on my stuff. Thanks, Kelly. Love the carousel yarn shelf behind you. Yeah, I think somebody commented. I did like a video where I was putting this up. I think I got it for like $10 at the thrift store. As soon as I saw it, I thought yarn shelf. But somebody like commented in like a mad way that it was for teacups and saucers, which makes sense because there's definitely like a divot in the back to put plates. Well, I hope what I wrote was, "I hope I don't offend you by my use of putting yarn in it because it's what I want." If you've noticed, there's even more on the top now. Yes, Ashleyan, is that how you say it? All I know is that I love a good thrift store score. People ask me how I find good stuff at the thrift store, just go a lot. Happy New Year! I wanted to talk to you guys about my goals for the next year. And, like, get your opinions. How would you feel about if we talked about that kind of stuff? Is that, like, too serious for our anti-party? Well, somebody just left, so yes? James, how long will this stream be? Well, in the spirit of anti-party, I don't know. As long as it is. It's my party, I can talk about what I want to. Oh my gosh, when I was a young autistic child, a man in our church gave me like a 1950s, 60s, record player. Like a, portable what do they call them? The smaller records. 8 in like, were they 8 inches? I e what am I doing? So embarrassing. Um, like a 45, exactly, Ellie, thank you for saving me. So, uh exactly, Connor, like a suitcase 45 player. Um and all of the records. So, like, I had all these, like, crooners and teeny bopper records. So I had, It's My Party and I'll Cry If I Want To. I listened to that on repeat over and over and over and over again. You would cry too if it happened to you. I'm gonna get, um I mean, does that still have a copyright on it? But I should stop singing it. Butterfly Kisses, welcome in. Um, well, let me write notes, I guess. I gotta grab a pen. Hello, 44 people, welcome in. How many likes do we have on the stream? I guess I can't see that. 16 likes and 44 people? This is despicable. This is the worst anti-party ever. If you like or hate this live stream, click the thumbs up. Thank you. Connor, no, I don't have a Tumblr. Thanks, everybody. Hey, Carney Business. Hey, Jessica. Okay. Here is what we could talk about. Because why not use the anti-party to benefit myself? It's why would it be for other people? This sarcasm. I'm the autistic old dude in the room on edibles. Well, Bob's Old Records, welcome, welcome, welcome. You're having a better time than most. What about goals next year? Okay. Riley says, would the chat be willing to weigh in on a pet rat or a cockatiel? I would go with pet rat, honestly. That's my way in there. Cockatiels are very smart, but birds can be noisy and they're pretty messy. Rats are sweet and smart, and they do only live for a few years, but from what I understand, they're great pets. So that would be my recommend. Like, I love the idea of a bird, but they do live for a long time, and they are pretty noisy. Jenny Aspie says neither. That's fair. Okay, let's talk about some of my desires for the next year. I'm considering, only because people have brought it up, channel memberships. First topic. I know, curious little frog. Thoughts, comments, channel memberships. Let me hear you. Connor, that sounds like a great goal. Just, the thing about that is sticking with it. $47 people here and 36 likes. That's much better. Thank you so much. I want to subscribe to everyone, but it's getting too pricey for me. But I love the idea for you. It can only grow. Yes, please would definitely join. Hey, Jessica, thank you. Up to you. I can't afford to get memberships to any channels. That's how I feel, guys. Like, please don't think that, because I'm a famous YouTuber with 10,000 subscribers now, that I'm out here membership into other people. I try to support how I can. Connor, slow and steady. That's the way to do it. I don't have money for memberships. See, that's what I'm thinking. Like, as it's hard for autistic people anyway, but people will say that they can't afford a mug or a sticker or a hat or a blanket, and I get it. Okay? I totally 150% get that. So if I did memberships, I guess the question is twofold. I love to write notes manually. Question is twofold. What would the price point be? And what would you get for it? Like, would I do a live once a month just for members? A video once a month for members? What? Blake, welcome, Blake UFO. Welcome, autistic alien. Blake UFO has landed. I've seen $2 to $5 a month. See, I see that. I hear that. I hear that. Can I just sit more comfortably? 50 people in the chat. Welcome, welcome. I think alive and $1.99. Welcome, my alien overload. Some people do $1 a month. See, I was thinking $1.99 is the lowest they let you charge, Jenny. Thanks, Blake. Okay, I'm going to write this down. So the lowest you can charge is $1.99. So in my mind, that's probably what it would be if there was a membership, because that's what, $24 a year? I feel like that's a lot of money for what you'd be getting, right? Video and sticker tier, right? Because sometimes you get special stickers if you just joined, welcome to our anti-party. I'm asking about what people want this year. So fun. Woo! When do you use the special emotes, emojis? When do you use them? Badges next to your name. My sister could help me with that because she makes that kind of stuff for people already. Have member only videos. Magnets? Magnets? Hey, Benedict Seraphim. You know I love that name. Thanks, Gustav. Me too. So, $1.99 for massive inspiration. Hi, Yanworks. Okay, so people could use them in comments. And then, all right. So, some of the things people said was lives, videos, emojis. Connor, I apologize. We're not doing fridge magnets. Probably not. So, when you guys say stickers, are you talking about the emojis? Is that what you mean? Members only podcast. Okay, I'll write it down. Thank you guys for talking to me about this because honestly, like, what? I'm just like a ageless being sitting in a room. What am I supposed to know about it? Channel stickers, okay. That's okay. Blake just mentioned a good point and something that I've been thinking about a lot. If you offer too much, if you offer too much, it creates too much of a demand on your time. That is something that I'm always concerned about because and why I haven't done it because I don't feel like it's enough value. Like I could do like a monthly live, but I feel like paying $2 for that is a lot. I only have okay, so they have emotes, special videos, and special lives. Um, okay. And the special videos, it seems like most people again, I'm not a member of anyone's channel, so I don't know, but usually it's just more of a personal thing. Like people update them on their personal lives. But I also don't really want to talk hardcore about like personal stuff or be pressured. And I feel like I talk as personal as I want to get mostly on my porch coffees, and that's always going to be free. Oh, that's right. Ashley Jean mentioned that Taylor from Mom on the Spectrum does early access. I know that you don't need to guarantee anything for your like for a membership, but I also feel like the reason that have foregone memberships is because I would rather someone get something. And I would rather that you can have a physical object or feel like you've gotten something, not just, "Hey, give me your money." Like, I think also because here's me getting personal. growing up in a super religious environment where there's a lot of, like, asking for money and fundraising, it makes me feel uncomfortable now. And sometimes I wouldn't be able to follow through with what I had promised because it was too much for an undiagnosed autistic person. That's how I feel, I'm being honest about that. Nikki says yarn hauls once a month. Oh, Nikki, I could do it more than once a month. No, there's a promise I could keep. I would watch your thrifting videos. I tried it on my channel, didn't work. I think this videos are popular. I don't think like the videos on my channel that are most popular are autism videos, which my goal this year is to have an autism video a week. I'm gonna write it down. I really love to be able to do that. I think it's a lofty goal, and I think I might get burnt out on it. So I'm a little nervous because if you're an autistic YouTuber and you talk about autism all the time, I don't know if Orion is still here, but he could probably um, Jenny's pretty new to it. Gemma's here. It can really drain you to talk about autism all the time. Yeah, Connor, why would you do videos like that if they're not your special interest, you know? Um, Gemma, can you put a link to your channel if you're here? Gemma has a wrench, which is means that she is a admin. Is that what it's called? A moderator. So Gemma can drop a link. What's your current special interest, Jenny? Oh, right. Autism is your current special interest, so it's easier for you to talk about. For me, I think it's a special interest, but also it can be draining to talk about. I feel like I get personal when I talk about it, and that is hard. But then I also think, um, sorry, I lost my train of thought. Welcome to my brain. Yeah, it can be difficult to talk about autism all the time. My goal, and I get it. I get that maybe my friends have been a little more successful, a little. I use the term little very loosely. A little more success, just a little bit. Just a just a little bit more successful because they really have focused on just autism and the algorithm likes that. But I also want people to know, I'll get emotional if I talk about it. Okay. I want people to know that autistic people are everywhere, and I want them to see what our lives are like. And I want them to see that we are smart and cool and funny and here. And I want people to get to know us, you know? And and I'm not just um autism is everything that I am, but I want people to see what that looks like. But Al, the algorithm, I don't think he likes that very much. Like I find that a lot of not a lot. I'm hyperbole. I find that, a fair amount of ASD YouTubers like to watch my stuff, and I think that that's why. That's right, Connor. I mean, autism is me, right? I'm not separate from it. If you chase an audience, it makes you unauthentic. Yeah, it can be that way. Would I say that every single video I've ever done isn't because I would like to gain more subscribers? No, I wouldn't say that. I have done videos because of that reason. I don't think that that makes me an ingenuous. What is Jenna's channel name? Jenna's Journey Grace. I hope it was 2:30 when she signed on here. That's her channel name. Oh, thanks, Whitney. If you can you post a link, Whitney? Is that allowed? I don't know how any of this works because I am not tech savvy. $57 people. Wow. Maybe we should go over a few things. Hi, everyone. Welcome to the Autistic, Neurodivergent, plus anybody anti-party for the 2024 New Year's Eve celebration. What does that mean? We're just here hanging out because we don't like to go places. Michelle, hi! If you stumbled upon this live stream and you're thinking to yourself, I'm so glad I didn't have to leave my house tonight, this live stream is for you. Okay. Julia's been with me since like day 2. She's not a day 1, but she's like a day 2. She's she's like first 100. I don't know about membership models, but a link to Patreon account where people can do what you spare cash to support you. Yeah, the only thing, Julie, is it feels like that would be a lot for me. I hate saying that because I feel like I have a lot of goals, but I struggle. It's a little embarrassing to me because in pre-diagnosis, I would have been like, "Yeah, I'll do whatever it takes." And now I step back and I think, I need to be careful. Buttercup is doing a post-grad in autism studies. What would you say, Buttercup draws? Is a post-grad, would you consider that a master's, or are you talking about your pre-PhD research, postgraduate studies? Where would you put that on the line? I don't maybe nobody else cares about that stuff here, but as a double master, if you ever meet me in person, you could call me Master. Patreon takes less cash than YouTube. That's true. Postgrad can be a diploma. Hi, Forrest. What are your thoughts on savant syndrome? There's not a lot of info on it. Well, that's because us savants don't want a lot of people to know about it. That was a joke. I know I say that was a joke a lot, but I am a very autistic. Oh my gosh. Well, I am a very autistic person. I am a very sarcastic person. Um, but also as an autistic person, I struggle to read sarcasm. So Shenanigans is a bachelor. Welcome to the 57 people who are here. 57 is great. Um, if you have a YouTube channel and you'd like to share out on your community page our anti-party, invite anyone you know, grandmas, uncles, your mailman. Blake says he's got 5 followers. Yeah, I used to have 5 followers, and only one of them were my personal account, and 2 of them were my mom. Nikki, good night. I'm glad that you got to be here. Okay, so we talked about memberships and how y'all feel about memberships. I appreciate your feedback. If you just got here, click the like, please. That supposedly helps something. Moon Maiden says that they struggle with making their sarcasm sound sarcastic. Do you also struggle with a blunted affect? Because I find that that is my issue as well. Forrest said, "Oh, Forrest, I never finished my answer. I feel so bad. I was told I could be a savant as well as being autistic." That's true. Savant syndrome and autism don't always go hand in hand. However, you don't need to be. Um, I don't think technically you need to be either. Like you don't. Sorry, technically you don't need to be both. Right. A lot of people who are savants are autistic, and a lot of autistic people are well, no, that's not true. I mean, not many autistic people are savants. You don't necessarily need to be a savant. Now, um, the idea of misweighted talents is definitely a thing in autism where you might be super good at one thing. Um, Maybe it has to do with your special interest, maybe it doesn't. But you might suck at the rest of the things. Gustav, I don't struggle with sarcasm. I wonder if this is because I grew up with a 100% neurotypical family. How do you know that? As I said before, I'd love to meet somebody who's a diagnosed 100% neurotypical person. Could set up virtual items on Etsy alongside of the hat, so it could be like $10 donation to support my channel. Does that break Etsy rules? Then no new platform drains spoons. That might be something, but I hate that idea. Sorry, Julie. Please don't be mad. I don't know if you were here when I was talking about not like I don't like to ask for money when you're not getting anything. Does that make sense? Like I don't like that. Then I just feel like is this a weird way to say it? An autism missionary, and I just don't feel like that is how I want it to be. But I mean, I like your idea. Thank you for sharing your ideas, and please continue to do so because you're a very important person to me, Julia. I'm just trying to explain why I don't think that I would do that. Like my concern with that. Buy me a coffee. Yeah, there's that. Okay. Here is here's the other thing I wanted to talk to you about. Welcome in the few people who just came in. Uh isn't there super Snapchats or something? I don't know. I think so. There's Snap Snapchats. There's like, super chats. Like, you could do that on this channel for sure. I'm signed up for those. Hi, Terry. Welcome in. The only time, Connor, I've seen a Unitarian Universalist church is in, Cambridge, Massachusetts. I've never seen one outside of that. I know people could donate money to me if they wanted to, but that I don't love that idea, guys. It makes me really uncomfortable, which is why I, like, sell things. I try to, like, have different price points for things because I like that business idea better. Next thing I wanted to talk to you about. Are you ready? Are you ready for this? I think it's possible to be autistic and not have an autistic parent. That's true. Blake says, "I like your autism t-shirts. Thank you." I need to do some more research on that because I design them on, Canva, and sometimes I use images that are available on Canva. I just wanna make sure that that's, like, 100% copacetic, you know? Like, technically, it should be, right? Because it's, like, for personal anyway, I'm just blah, 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 word barf. Why not draw them yourself? Because I don't have any, like, digital, uh, art. I don't have a way to do that right now. I know people speculate that autism is hereditary. I would say that the scientific research currently, the only thing that they've been able to say for sure is that there is a genetic component to autism. But then, maybe it's like in Harry Potter. Let's not get all. You don't have to tell me about J.K. Rowling, okay? But in Harry Potter, where you could be born to Muggle parents, so maybe it's possible. Um, you can draw it on paper and take a picture with your phone and digitate it. So, yeah, that's true. Okay. So that's something to think about. I'm autistic and so is my son. Whitney, no way. I had no idea. I'm teasing you. Okay, so next thing, speaking of t-shirts and stuff, Muggleborn. That's what I'm talking about. Thank you. Mudblood? Is that what it was? Like, it was like a nasty thing to call a person, right? How is it mud? Anyway, whatever. Why we don't need to talk about it. Okay. Next thing I wanted to talk to you about other than memberships. Merch on woodshedtheory.com. Not just mugs. Also merch. I'm autistic now. What gave out little antisocial snail badges on her Patreon? Maybe you could do something similar. That's a good idea. Thank you. Yes, mudblood was the slur, right? But it's muggleborn was like the okay thing to say. Is it okay to say that if it's not real? Sorry if I offended any wizard identifiers out there. Mudblood was mixed blood, but they call Hermione that. Anyway, anyway, merch on woodshedtheory.com. I'm going to be working with my sister, who's an artist, to design some merch on for woodshedtheory.com now that we've hit 10,000 subscribers. How do you guys feel about that? Not just autism t-shirts. I do that on my other Etsy. Somebody asked how my holiday sales were. They were okay. Nothing crazy. The t-shirt stuff on Etsy is just whatever right now. I'm going to be designing some stuff with my sister. And I wanted to know what you guys thought about that. And also, what do you think about fair prices. I think that I actually looking at other people's, merchandise, like, I sell my mugs compared to other people fairly affordably, except for, in my opinion, the travel mug, because guys, like, honestly, I make almost nothing, like 3, $4. Maybe I shouldn't tell you that, on the travel mug. It is a very expensive thing to sell. Um, but I don't feel like I sell the mugs for, like, I think what they're 15.95 or something plus shipping. I've looked at what other people charge. They charge, 20, $25 for theirs. What do you think about shirts? Like, what do you think is a fair price for a t-shirt plus shipping? Can you help me with that? And I will take your notes, please. Mug Club hoodies. Okay, I'll write that down. Ashlyn, like the stuff on my website can do international shipping too. 12 to $25. I don't think I could do it. 25 sounds, the shipping, okay, yeah, that's true. I think the international shipping on my website is 10.95 or something. Um, can I get shirts made from hemp? I could look into that. I do use I'm sure everyone else does the same thing. I use a print on demand, which I like because it reduces waste, right? The mugs are cheap. The hats and scarves, Connor, you're right. The hats and scarves are not cheap because I make the hats and scarves and I send them from my house. And they're free shipping, which means I have to include the price of shipping. And I live in the most expensive state in America, except maybe Alaska. I'm not sure. So I'm reading that 25 plus shipping is like okay. It depends on the quality. Okay. Handmade does have extra love. Yeah, I agree. Um, but I try to make the things that I make, I try to make sure that they're as nice as possible. Um, they have they have custom tags in them, they have custom tags on the front, and the free shipping, I think, is important. Thanks, Blake. I'm not I've come to terms with the fact that, uh if I'm gonna be selling something that I'm gonna hand make, I have to pay myself. I have to pay my business. I have to make sure that, I'm later on, I have to there's a lot of things to consider. Themed hair care products. That seems a little bit out of my wheelhouse, Michael, but I like your thought process. Okay, so thank you for the, feedback on the T-shirt. What would you I know that autistic people like to wear hoodies. What would you pay for a hoodie? Like, what's a good price for that? Okay, I'm reading a lot of 35 to 50. Connor, I appreciate your feedback on these prices, but honestly, I would be paying you to take the shirt at the prices that you're recommending. So, no, sorry. Depends on the material and quality. Well, I usually try to pick something that has good quality. Of course, that's what I would be using, something that was good quality. It's okay, Connor, I totally understand. That's why I'm asking for feedback because and I wish I could sell a hoodie for 15 bucks, but that's never gonna happen, I'm sorry. As I just mentioned, I have to sell the travel mug on my website. What is it, like $35 plus shipping, and I make, like, $3 on it. So basically, um, basically, I'm just like a passing by. Like, $3 is nothing on something, like, okay, I'm just a "Here, have it," but I couldn't in good conscience charge anymore. Do you know what I mean? Does the hoodie have tags? Como, um, that is a great question. So, the website that I use, you can get them to remove the tags, um, and then print your tag inside. However, it's an extra cost. It's almost like $5 extra a shirt. Do you think that doing something like that would be worth it? Would you pay 5 extra dollars? Because I would eat the cost, like in that way. But would you pay the 5 extra dollars so that there'd be no tag in it? Or would you just wanna cut it out yourself? I'm sorry, if you just got here, this is the anti-party and it sucks, so welcome. Buckaroo, I understand if you sign them. I'd love to do that, but the, stuff on my website I is it technically drop shipping? It's print on demand. So, I use a shipper who prints it for me and sends it straight to you. So, I could never sign them all. Otherwise, like, I have friends who are like, "Can I have one of your mugs? Why do you have to sell it to me through your website?" Girl, boy, I don't have 100 mugs in my closet, okay? The closet's full of yarn, and that's all that fits in there. Thanks, Kelly. I'm so happy that you came. I'm not like um yeah. The idea of and maybe this would make some people upset to hear. The idea of selling mugs out of my house and shirts and t-shirts and stuff out of my house makes me physically like ill. Ugh, no way. Not going to happen. Um the great thing about how it's set up right now is that I never have to worry about that. I set it up and there you go. No house. Hey, Rosie. I'm so glad that you're here. We actually already talked about memberships. It was on the top of my list, and I wrote down everyone's notes and ideas, and I'm going to think about it. So the only inventory I have is the stuff that I make, okay? And the blankets are in storage. But as far as like doing no, no cups. No, like no, no. Oh, it's okay, Rosie. It was a spar of the moment. Spar of the moment. Welcome to the worst party ever. Do anti-parties have music? No. You wanna know why? Can you guess why? Can anybody guess why the anti-party doesn't have music? Yes, Ashleyan? The speaker is broken. Copyright, guys. Copyright. That's why. You cannot play music. Copyright free music maybe, but how do I do that? I don't even I do use a service, Epidemic Sound, and that's where I get the good music for my videos. I do pay for that, and that's copyright well, it's not copyright free. I pay for the copyright to use it, but Connor, are you being serious? Is this gonna be on YouTube? You're on YouTube right now. Hey, knitting nerd. I did. Where's the green? I'm getting used to this. It's really hard for me because it's a change. Um, I'm so grateful to my friend who did this for me. It took 6 hours to get the green out. Widespread Panic is live streaming audio of their show in Atlanta right now for free. I have it on as my background music. Yeah, I totally agree. I never treat a song as public domain. I track down successor publishers. Thanks, BC. It's nice to see you, BC. Thanks for always supporting me. It means a lot. Thanks, Terry. I like it too. It's a lot shredder and lighter than I thought it would be. But we had to make some decisions with the health of my hair, and also, even after bleach, there was still green in it. So we had to do work with the color wheel to counteract that. Hi, Anton. Welcome, welcome. Julie, I'm reading what you're saying. So yeah, maybe I could find the t-shirts that I choose to have printed on could be tagless. I'm gonna write it down just as a priority. Okay. Connor, it is a thing when you're bleaching it. Hair health is a thing. It will literally fall off your head, and I've been there. Whoa! Guess who's here? My new friend Jen. Hey Jen, how are you? If you haven't followed Neurodivergent, she just said hi in the chat. She's killing it on her channel. I have a feeling, Jen, that this year your channel is going to explode way bigger than mine. And I would just like to say, don't forget us little people. You know what I mean? Don't forget us, Jen. Oh yeah. Jen's son, your mom is super cool. So you should really treat her well, okay? She's like super cool. Okay, what else did I want to talk about? So we talked about memberships and how I feel about that. Oh, okay. For the merch. Jen, you're my inspiration. For the merch. If we do merch, what kind of things would you want to see on the merch? I don't like stuff that's super gimmicky. If is that okay, guys? More merch talk? Is that okay? Buttercup draws, is that bad? Is it okay if because I have like I wanted to talk to you guys about this because it's important to me that you have an input and that it's not just me. What kind of things would you want? It's not gonna be rainbows and puzzle pieces, sorry. You could buy that somewhere else. Would you just want, like, super basic, like, just channel name? "Oh, I'm sorry, Buttercut Draws, I'm out, see ya, it's okay if that's what you wanna talk about." "Oh, okay, I'm sorry." Is that not what anyone wants to hear about? I'm sorry, I just wanted to know. Channel themed for sure. Okay, we could talk about something else. I don't want people to leave because they hate talking about it. I just, now I feel self-conscious. Like, Buttercup, did you mean, like, more merch chat? Oh, is that what you meant? I'm sorry. I know, but now I feel self-conscious, I'm sorry. Because Buttercup Draws is, like, she's been here for a long time, so it means a lot to me what she thinks, you know? Yeah, I don't think mine would have the infinity symbol necessarily on it either. I'm not, like, super into symbols. I don't know. Now I feel like I wanna reach out to her and just be like, "Hey, I'm sorry if I offended you with my merch questions. Did we talk about it for too long?" I feel like we talked about it equally as far as memberships, you know? Okay, so you guys are pretty much open to anything. I'll figure out what I want, and then we don't have to talk about it anymore. I'm sorry, guys. Ooh, there could be, like, is it midnight yet? No, it's 8 o'clock here. I've been on for an hour and 2 minutes. I hate offending people. It makes me feel it makes me feel sad. It makes me feel, like I don't. Oh, okay, you don't think I did? Uh, I know. I don't want people to leave like, maybe she had something to do. You're right. That's true. Maybe she did. Hey, Jay Nelson. This is Neurodivergence Hubby. Thank you for hosting this. Well, it's nice to meet you, Jay Nelson. Okay. It makes me wanna cry, like, maybe I don't know that why I'm responding that way, but you guys mean a lot to me, you know? I leave chats all the time, you're right, I leave chats all the time. I leave chats, for no reason, without saying goodbye. There are 71 people here. If you just came in, please click the like, and, uh as soon as I said that, 3 people left. This is the anti-party, so if you're not having a good time, that's probably fine. It's the middle of the day in Australia. Well, welcome. Welcome to the anti-party, where you could have a good time, a bad time, anytime. There are 64 people here now. There was 71. Did it get weird? If you're thinking, "Oh, it got weird," where have you been? I think you sail this anti-party boat really well. I'm having fun. I'm the captain of the anti-party boat. I think I might reach out to that person though and just make sure that everything's okay because I wouldn't I don't know. Well, now I feel a little self-conscious about bringing up any more questions. Deb, I'm so happy you wore your blue alpaca hat today on a winter walk. That's so nice. I picked up some more of that yarn to make some more hats because they were very popular. Pardon me. Questions, do it. Great. Does anyone have any questions they want to ask me? More topics, more topics. It's my party, y'all. Talk about what I want to. What is your favorite color? Uh, See, Trina, it's not that easy, is it? It's not that easy to sail the good ship anti-party. Green is my favorite color. Oh, I'm so happy that he likes it. How did I come to yarn? Well, I I learned to knit when I was younger. I was taught by a shut-in named Ethel Wright. And I kind of picked it up off and on through the years, but it never really stuck because it always hurt my hands and I couldn't do it very fast. Um, so I'd like go through stages. And then during quarantine, I learned to crochet, love it. And because of crochet, I fell into the hobby of yarn. That's it. I love yarn. I just want to be around it. I want to think about it. Jessica, I don't think I necessarily have any other questions. I wanted to talk about merch. I wanted to talk a little bit about that, and what you guys wanted to see, and I wanted to talk about memberships, and those were kind of my 2 big ones. Oh, here's another question. Well, let's see what other people ask first. How many different colors of yarn cakes do you have? So many. Does alpaca get itchy like wool? That is hard to say, ADHD homesteading. That's hard to say because, people have different reactions to different fibers. So I wouldn't wanna say yes or no. Some people are allergic to alpaca. Some people are allergic to wool or one or the other, you know? So, I don't feel personally as somebody who's not allergic to either, I think alpaca is softer than wool. Let's see. Yeah, Jessica, what other questions do I have? Just ask. Now I feel a little funky about it. Being neurodivergent can be hard. Okay. Thanks, Jay. I'm so happy that your wife got her hat and she likes it. Do I have a favorite foreign film? Not sure. Oh, Connor, yes. Did you have a goth, punk, or indie phase? Of course I did. I was a undiagnosed autistic kid trying to fit in. Of course I did. Favorite band or music? I don't listen to a lot of music anymore. I know that that's so weird. I don't mind pop music on the radio, but I don't necessarily seek music out like I used to. Yeah. Blake, I don't think you're wrong. I think that to me, alpaca is softer, but it's super soft. But for some people, they think it's scratchy and it ruins their skin. My friend gave me a bunch of alpaca because she found out she was allergic to it. So, do you have a PO box that we can send yarn to? I do. If you'd like it, you can send me an email and I could send it to you. It's also in some of my um, older videos. Weirdo in the house. Welcome, Truth Truth. Thanks, Whitney. I appreciate you. Dark Judge, I open in the name of all that is good, I open the floodgates of yarn upon me. I've had my PO box for a long time and it's empty, so I don't, I would never um I would never ask anyone to send me anything. I don't need anything. But I have one for business purposes, obviously. They do make glow in the dark yarn and I do have some, and the Creature 2.0 has glow in the dark yarn in it, but I don't find that it glows that bright. Release the yarn kraken. Well, it was nice to see you, Benedict. Have a good night. Happy New Year. Welcome in, everybody. Thanks, visitor. I really like the porch coffee imposter mug as well. Do you know how that came about? It came about because I broke the original porch coffee mug, which I do have. This is the original porch coffee mug. I broke it after a live stream one day. I'm in the back of my head, I just can't stop thinking about that person. I hope that it's okay. I'm sorry. You know how it is. You guys know how it is being autistic. You get it. I want people to like me, but also like I just want to do it right, I socially I struggle. Okay. And then this is the porch coffee imposter mug sticker, which some of you were saying, Claire, why don't you draw stuff? I did draw this and I did scan the picture into my computer, not scan it. I took a picture of it, then made a sticker out of it. And now you can also have this sticker or porch coffee mug with that on it. I know, Terry, just let it go. I know. But it's also playing through the back of my mind, 8:15 here at home. Do you guys want to see the blanket that I'm working on? Growing up, wedding present that my parents got was this blanket, and um you're contemplating going out, like leaving, Layla? That's cool. I mean anyone can leave. Um I think when the person who said that they were leaving was like, "More of that? I'm going." That just made me feel sad, I guess. Um, your content go out for New Year's Eve. Go out, have fun. Um, you know. Uh anyway, my dad for my whole life had this on the back of his chair. He still has it on the back of his chair, like a 1980s crochet blanket. I believe the pattern is in it's like a Navajo diamond. So I decided to make one for my family and film the progress for the internet. Well, Ryan, I think I messed up and I said something and somebody left because I was talking too much about merch. I don't know. And then now I feel self-conscious about it. That's what you missed. Okay, so here is the blanket I'm working on. Oh yeah, guys, Orion's here because I have successful friends. Okay, so here's the blanket I'm working on. It's coming out so good. It's so big. And it's very similar to the one that my dad has on his chair. It's so beautiful. Oh, Ryan, do you ever say something on a live stream and you're like, I don't know what I just did, but it was bad, probably. I should knit a coffee mug. Well, how would I drink out of it? Yeah, so that blanket's gonna be big. It's gonna be like 75 by 70 or something. We could talk about it later, Ryan. It's not a big deal. I think they just left, but I got the impression that maybe I annoyed them or something, and I don't want to be annoying. I'm sorry I keep talking about it, guys. I'm sorry. I'm just like you guys. I want everyone to know that, like when you watch my um when you watch my stuff, like I'm not like so like when people are like, "Well, you don't act autistic or you don't do this or whatever." I'm like, "I what?" The point of a coffee mug is to transport caffeine into the bloodstream, not to make a fashion statement. I don't know, some people are really into different mugs. I don't think F them. There's somebody who watches my channel all the time, and maybe that's why it bothered me, or, like, I just want them to like me, you know? You're right, I can't please everyone all the time. I should stop talking about it because I don't want it to turn into anything like, um, against somebody. That's not me either. Okay, next thing I wanted to talk about, well, I almost picked this up by the top, so that would have made this anti-party very, very interesting. Who could not like me? Many people. Um, Nothing happened. I think I just started talking about something again, and maybe I talked about it too long, but it's not that it okay, alright. No, I don't think they were jealous. I think that they just that maybe they weren't they did probably didn't mean anything by it, you know? I take things too personally sometimes as well, and I have trouble moving on. You wanna know why? Because I'm autistic. Also, sometimes I get comments like, "You don't seem autistic to me." Did I tell you about the one that says, "You don't seem autistic to me? Sorry?" What does that mean? Let's unpack this. Ah! Oh, okay, yeah, I have trouble moving on from things. It's really hard for me. Uh, Let's unpack this. You don't seem autistic to me, Claire. Sorry. If you made this comment, I listen, you're probably a great person and I love you. I hope you're having a great day. Hi, Lauren. You don't seem autistic to me, Claire. Sorry. Comment. Let's unpack this, okay? You don't seem autistic to me, Claire. Okay. Well, first of all, let's define seem. Uh, what does seem mean? Seem means to appear. Like, I don't appear autistic to you, which is okay. Well, do you really know me? From the internet? I don't know. Okay. I don't appear to be autistic because I don't act or something like other people. Um, that you know that are autistic, or maybe that person was autistic and I don't seem to act like them. They don't relate to me. Okay, well, I guess that's fair to say that. But the sorry. Sorry for what? Are you saying, well, Claire, I know your whole spiel is that you're an autistic person online and you don't seem like you're autistic. So sorry that you're wasting your time? Or sorry that you're not autistic, but it doesn't seem like it could be that because most of the time when people say sorry, they mean, um, well, they mean sorry that you are autistic. But this, sorry that you're not autistic, does that mean that is it because I don't have anywhere to fit in the world? Somebody explain this to me. Connor, I don't think it was you who said it. Sorry. I don't think it was you who said it. I could go through I should do this where I just write out the weird ones or the ones that confuse me where it's like, "You don't seem autistic to me, Claire. Sorry." Like, did the autism council get together? And they were like, "Sorry, Claire." Too bad for you. I don't like exactly like a lot what's weird to me is that most people would maybe I mean, maybe them saying that is a good thing because they view autism that they're not embarrassed and that I'm not embarrassed either, right? I don't think I'm embarrassed. I mean, I embarrass myself a lot, but it's not about autism. Um, yeah, I don't wanna form an autism council, like, I just want us all to be chill with one another, and if somebody tells you that they're a diagnosed autistic person, why don't you just believe them? Or, like, people who tell you, like, everyone did you see my short where it was like, this is my favorite. Let's go with this one. Let's use some more printer paper. Maybe I like this because people like language means something, right? You know? Here we go. Everyone needs a label these days. Everyone needs a label these days. So yeah, okay. Mine's autistic. Great. Everyone needs a label these days. Dwarf dragon, you've missed so much. I've gone from being very happy to very self-conscious to trying to forget my self-consciousness. Basically, this anti-party is terrible. You must be this tall to be autistic. Not fair. You must be this tall to ride the autism. How many autisms did I do today? You're not going to like your label. Gee, yeah. You must first pick up the sword of the antisocials. How tall? I'm short. Exactly. Maybe you have to be this tall or this short. Anything in between. No. Hello from 2024. Hi, Melee. Welcome. Have you ever seen those memes where like people are talking and they're like, is this like looking straight at a person while you're talking? You're like, is this enough eye contact for you? Yeah, like what do people think that we go through the process of getting a late autism diagnosis because it was fun for us? Like, it wasn't the most like, thinking about it makes me wanna cry, like, it's invasive, and it's scary, and you want it to be true, but you also don't want it to be true because of the implications. Ah. Fairies make says that they never got an onboarding package. Me neither. I was like, "Okay, doctor, now that you've told me that, yes, I think you're on the spectrum, but also it has a lot to do with your OCD." Okay. Then I asked, "Okay, what now? What do I do?" And the dude was like, "Oh, really keep going to your therapy, and that's all I can say." Like, nothing. You get nothing. You don't get an onboarding package. Ashlyn, I don't have the money to get a diagnosis right now either. I totally get it. Oh, look, Shenanigans is getting, their evaluation for shits and giggles. Congratulations. You know what? I just got my diagnosis because I wanted to be cool like the other autistics. Like, what the fudge? If you just stopped in, welcome to our anti-party where we have fun? Question mark. Welcome to the group. Right? What about these people who are like, TikTok is which by the way, I'm not even like I signed up for a TikTok for my rabbits like several years ago and put 2 things on it because it was for like a fundraiser thing a nonprofit was doing. I don't have like a TikTok. I'm not on TikTok, and they're like, TikTok. Now everyone thinks they're autistic because of the TikTok. Well, first of all, I've never had a TikTok for myself, and, what? Who would want who would want to be autistic to be cool or to fit in? Like, I like that I fit in somewhere, like, I like other autistic people, like, I like that, I guess, but, like, that wasn't my driving force. Yeah, I always wanted to be cool growing up too, Trina, but, like, at no point in my journey to, like, finding out that I might be autistic to getting diagnosed was I like, "You know what? This is finally gonna make me cool." The exact freaking opposite. I think it helped me learn to, communicate with neurotypicals better. I think it helped, um, me understand myself better. I think it helped me feel cooler, because I feel more, assured in who I am, and life makes sense now. But was I like, "You know what I am now? Cool." In fact, if you watch my first video, as I say all the time, the whole video, I'm like, "I know this is gonna be hard, and people are gonna have opinions, and they're gonna say mean things to me." That's what I thought I was getting myself into, because, like, I'm not saying autistic people can't be cool. I think I'm pretty freaking cool. Excuse me, okay? I'm a pretty amazing person. I'm pretty neat, okay? I'd be friends with me, but I like the idea that, like, the type of, I'll use the word strange loosely because I don't have a better word. The type of weird and strange that an autistic person are or is not the fun cool, okay? We know this. It's not the fun weird, okay? It's not the manic pixie dream girl weird, okay? That's not the thing, okay? We know what it's like. Sean says, "Sorry, I left my pre-written mean comments on my other device. I guess we'll all just have to make do." Bummer. Crying isn't cool? I prefer full videos instead of shorts. I prefer that format as well. I like doing the shorts because, it does push my stuff to a bigger audience. There are 71 people here, welcome, guys. That makes me feel good. I'm almost out of coffee. There's no crying in autism. I would say the exact opposite. There's mucho crying in autism. Or maybe you're not the crying type of autistic. Maybe you're the shutdown type of autistic. But in my mind, those are the same things because they serve the same purpose, so yeah, Blake, beep boop, beep boop. We're all the robots up in here. Jen, I don't drink coffee at night, but you know when I do drink coffee at night? When I gotta do this. Live streams are hard. When people are like, "I don't know, am I doing an okay job?" I'm doing the best I can. If you don't like it, well, I'm sorry. Beep boop, Carney business reporting in for duty. ADHD homeschooling, I have one thing to say to you. You don't seem autistic to me, ADHD homeschooling. Sorry. So, no, I normally don't drink coffee, but I knew um, you know. Dark Touch, do you think that we're more RT2D2? Because I think I'm more human cyborg relations. Do you know what I mean? Lauren, did you have it? Because you're trying to stay up till midnight. You're glad you're on here. I attempted an outdoor New Year's event, lasted 15 minutes, personal record. Personal record for Emma, everybody. Good for you. And I'm good for you for leaving when you were ready to leave. I'm Marvin from Hitchhiker's Guide. I don't have a towel. I wish I did. Everyone! Our friend left a party because she wanted to. How do you guys respond to people? Please teach me how to do the internet. I don't have a cry towel. Well, the towel I thought was to, like, hail a cab, an intergalactic cab. Now, how do you respond to people? Jen, I can tell you that. I know this one. Um, if you're on your computer, but maybe not your phone, if you do the at, it should drop down the person's name if you start typing it in. But it doesn't work. Let me look. Yeah, see, I just did it and I dropped your name and I'm on the computer, it works. But when I type it in on the phone, it doesn't work for me. So go to the computer. Go to the computer, Jen. Go. Does it work for you guys on your phone? I have an Apple, it doesn't work. Is this happening right now? I thought it said 4 hours ago. Surprise, Sarah, we're here. Welcome to the anti-party. Welcome, welcome, welcome. If you like to be bored, if you like to be in a group but alone, if you want to be at a party but not, you have come to the right place. You'll be happy to know I put exactly 30 minutes of planning into this, and I made a thumbnail and everything. Oh, shenanigans, you develop Raynaud's. I'm really sorry about that. How's it going for you? Um, I'm sorry. I shouldn't be asking you what symptoms you had. That's stupid. That's so dumb. I know that it can be very difficult and it can turn into some big things. Do you ever watch probably not because not everyone's into yarn and stuff, but Llama Mama Kayla um on YouTube. She's a crafting YouTuber and she's down to like 4 fingers now. Poor thing. What is Raynaud's? I don't know a ton about it, but you do start to feel cold in your limbs and eventually tingling, and you can your fingers will turn blue, and sometimes you have to get your limbs removed. Llama Mama Kayla is her name. She's so cute. So happy to usher in the new year with me. Well, thank you. Rebecca, I'm so sorry that you found out about that. I'm really sorry. I hope that it goes well. Yeah, it's not Ashlyn, it's not a nice thing to have. It is serious. It's not it's serious. In my understanding, perhaps I'm wrong. So if I am, please correct me in the comments. It's not necessarily something that you're like, "Oh, it's fatal." Um, you can live with it, but it can be very destructive to one's life. Lauren, your husband is also on this chat. Well, I hope he's wearing a hat. I am. So this is like the first hat, maybe one of the first hats I ever made. I didn't like the yarn that I used to sell it. So I just wear it. I don't think the quality is good enough to sell. I try to just sell like the best stuff that I can if I can. And this is the tag is like the tags I put on my hat, but it was a sample tag. So I just wanted to look like you all and be cool too. So I put the tag on my hat. Sarah, I don't like I've done the thing where I type the whole thing out on the phone, it still doesn't tag. So I don't know. TJ, welcome, 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 welcome. Everyone say hi, TJ, welcome in. If you just tuned in, welcome to the anti-party. What's that? It's nothing. It's just us neurodivergent people celebrating not being out. Yeah, Jen, it doesn't work on my phone either. Sorry, it doesn't work on my phone either. I can only do it on the computer. Oh, I hope they figure out what it is. Are we sharing ages? Trina, you are not 52. You are an ageless being from the heavens, just like me. How is it possible that I feel both 18 and 81?